You ever notice how it seems like everybody's just yelling these days? Online and in the media, politics, even in gyms now. I work out here. Everybody's talking, but it feels like nobody's listening. It just blows my mind. We live in an age of outrage. And I've done episodes about this in the past, but it's getting worse. So much outrage, quick reactions, based off emotion, short attention spans, and most importantly, zero respect. It's just one of those things where it's like, you ever get to the point where the cup is starting to overfill? That's how I feel now. I recently had to put in a day of leave just so I can take a knee. It's important, but it's just getting worse. So come with me as we talk about this. We got 4 miles to log tonight, so let's do it together. I feel like somewhere along the way, we fused volume with value. I see it everywhere now. It's like if you scream louder, your opinion suddenly has more credibility and more truth. When, I don't know, in my world, that's not strength. It's actually quite the opposite. That's insecurity in disguise. You see, the system is built for, I would say, outrage. If there's one thing I've noticed, social media doesn't reward facts. It doesn't reward wisdom. It doesn't reward truth. It rewards reaction. And I know you guys have noticed this too. The algorithm loves anger. It feels like that. Every time I scroll on Instagram or I pick up Instagram, first thing I'm seeing is something to literally designed to engage me emotionally, designed to trigger me. And I know that if it's doing that to me, it's doing that to you guys. The only thing is, I call them out on their bullshit. I know it wants me to keep scrolling. I know what it wants from me, and I don't feed it. Because literally every time we take that bait, every time you pick up your phone and you're scrolling, you're taking the bait and you're feeding that machine. The algorithm is smart because it's designed to make you think you're fighting a battle of ideas, but the reality you're not. You're really just shadowboxing your own ego. And if you don't know what shadowboxing is, try it for literally 2 minutes straight. And you're going to realize what a workout it's doing, and to think that's the workout you're doing on your own mind. So, I'd be lying to you if I told you I wasn't guilty of it before myself. I've fallen for the traps. I've argued online and gotten debates, literally getting into arguments, thinking that I'm gonna change someone's heart. But I had to come to the truth that you can't change someone's heart. And not only that, you can't out-yell ignorance. At least not me, I'm not built like that. But you know what you can outdo them in? I can out-respect them. And that's something we have to remember. Somewhere, we started believing that disagreement equals disrespect. Nah. Respect isn't silence. It's actually strength under control. See, I can disagree with you and disagree with everybody I get in arguments with, but I will still see their humanity. Even when you poke me, I will still stand firm. I know when to swing, and I know when not to. That's what you call controlling what you can't control. In the Army, I had to learn this the hard way. Some of the soldiers that I've led just saw the world differently. Different upbringings, different experiences. Some knew how to follow orders, and some did. Some questioned everything. But the one thing I did learn, that respect wasn't in the rank I was wearing. It was in my presence. There's power in presence. And you earn that presence as a leader by demonstrating the ability to remain calm, composed, even when everyone else is losing it. And right now, we're living in a time where everyone else is starting to lose it. If you don't believe me, go ahead and pull up your Instagram, start scrolling. You're going to see what losing it looks like. Remember, there's one thing I've learned: respect doesn't come from shouting or yelling or getting in soldiers' faces or anyone's faces, but more, it always showed up whenever I showed up. And that's always whenever I was misunderstood. That's when my respect was tested, and that's when I knew it was time for me to show it. Power and presence, guys. Now, control what you can't control. That's the real flex. You're not always going to control the noise. None of us will. But you know what you can't control is your thumbs, your reaction, your breath. Just look at me in this garage here. I'm in here working out. It's late. I had a long day at work. This is the last place I want to be. I'd rather be snuggled up on my couch, eating some popcorn, sipping some wine, watching some Netflix. But no, I know in here, it's not just for working out. It's in here because this is how I control my mindset. Every rep, every breath, to me, is therapeutic. It's not for my physical well-being, but more for my mental. It's for my mindset. Because that is the only way I find comfort in my chaos. Control my emotions through discipline. And if it's important for me and it works for me, I know it can work for you guys. I have been through the worst of the worst. And that is why I'm in here, because I know what works. But it's maintaining that control. Control what you can't control. And I can control my reaction, and here's how I do it. I can control my mindset, and here's how I do it. I can control the overflow of discipline over an emotional reaction and letting it sit in my mind. That's what comfort in chaos is, team. We just live in a crazy time. Everyone around us, I feel like, is losing it. But you don't need to fall into that trap. So we'll do the house me just to focus on, hey, when the world's losing it, because it is, you stay grounded. We stay grounded. And when they insult me or they insult you, just keep your form. Just keep your form. Because you know what separates us is the fact that this world needs more leaders. Not loud mouths. Respect isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Remember that. You can be strong, direct, unfiltered, and still be respectful. I'm gonna knock out this set right here. Respect isn't a weakness. It's wisdom. You can be strong, direct, unfiltered, and still be respectful. If there's one thing the world doesn't need more of, it's outrage. In fact, I feel like we need more men and women who know how to control it. That's what's lacking. We need more men and women who know how to function in this world of outrage, because right now, I don't think they know how. I am not seeing it. Maybe you guys are. Let me know. So the next time you're scrolling through the noise, i.e. Instagram, TikTok, social media, remember, control what you can't control. And that is your reaction, your breathing, your thumbs, and most importantly, your peace. That's what's important, is peace. Because real strength isn't being the loudest in the room. Real strength is actually being the one who can remain calm in the midst of chaos. I know you guys are capable of that. I hope this was some encouraging words, because these words have been laying weight in my mind and in my heart. And I took a whole day of leave from work to just balance my own mindset, recalibrate. And the idea for this video came up with that. And I wanted to share it with you guys. Please control what you can't control, guys. And I'll see you on the next video. And don't forget, get a workout in, get some reps in, okay? Out.